Good morning guys, Matting Va. If you're new here, I'm Neve. I live on a Scottish island called the Isle of Skye up in the Highlands. So as you can expect, the weather here at this time of year is pretty miserable. It is cold, wet and wild outside today, and I couldn't be happier about it. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it can get you down, but I'm just trying to embrace it on my day off today. So I have allowed myself time in the calendar. I've dedicated a day to just doing things that make me happy and bring me joy. Because I don't do that enough these days. I think I put so much pressure on every single task, every single thing I do to be productive, to be beneficial in some way other than just bringing me happiness, beneficial in a bigger sense, like it's having a knock-on effect, or you know what I mean. And I think we're all quite guilty of that. So I thought we could spend this day together. Maybe it'll inspire you guys to take the time to do something similar. If not a day, maybe just an hour once a week in the evening, to do something that brings you pure joy and has no pressure or other, not motives, but outcomes other than simply that it makes you happy. Because I really don't think that we do enough of that, and I've been having a few conversations with friends recently where they've all been agreeing, and then it's like that vicious cycle where when you do have the time to do something, you just end up wasting it doom scrolling. So we're gonna not do that today. I'm gonna spend the day at home. I really want to do some cozy hobbies that I've been wanting to do for the longest time. We're gonna do that. We're gonna have a slow day. I'm not putting time pressures on anything. I think we'll go into the village at some point. I really want to go to the bookshop and get a new book, because as well as not allowing myself to, do those cozy crafts and hobbies I've been wanting to try, I've also not been allowing myself to even read, which is ridiculous because I end up doom scrolling for at least half an hour every day, at least, I would say, and just falling into that trap when I could have spent that time reading, but then I don't, and then it's too late, and then I need to go to bed. So we're gonna do that and just spend the day together. Oh, also, if you're thinking, Neve, you just said it was super cold and wet and miserable, why are you in a literal vest top? My family have the fire on all the time, so this is a very cozy house. I hope that answers that. And actually, I might be too hot, so I'm gonna have to go for a shower and refresh myself. And then make some breakfast, some coffee, and yeah.
When I tell you what the stress is and I don't want to address it,
I really hope you guys can hear the noise of the wind right now. It's doing that thing where it like sings. I just love it. Reading The Kite Runner right now. I actually was also reading this in my last vlog, but I've not done much reading since then, to be honest. I'm not very far in, but I am really enjoying it. And then for my breakfast, I have got blueberries, raspberries, homemade granola, chia seeds, and then some Greek yogurt with honey. I actually prefer frozen fruits in my yogurt because I like to put them in the microwave and then have it all melted in, and it tastes so sweet and like a dessert, and I have a sweet tooth, so I love that. We didn't have any in, but we did actually have fresh fruit, so no complaints. And I wish it was me that made the granola, but it was actually my dad. He's makes really good homemade granola. Ta-da! Actually really happy with the way my hair turned out there. I've been using the GHD Crohn's Curve like curling wand recently. It's the quickest hair tool ever on my thick hair. I don't know about the heat damage, that's none of my business, but it's really hot, so it just like does the curl so well and makes it hold, and I'm obsessed. I've actually for a while was blow drying my hair with my Dyson, and one of the parts broke. So considering the price you pay for a Dyson, I was not very impressed with that. I am waiting on a new piece coming that they've like sent out because I had to get in touch and be like, what is going on? So like it is fine, and I'm sure I will use it again. But in terms of getting like a voluminous kind of curl like this, I think that is so much better. And then for the Dyson, I prefer that for like when I want to show off my layers and do more of like a flicky kind of straight look. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm talking to you guys about this because I'm not an expert, but I do quite often get asked questions about my hair. So I hope that helps. Basically, I wouldn't recommend the Dyson, but I would recommend the GHD Crohn's curve. I think any hot brush would do the same job. And then I use Davines, literally all my hair products, or that's a lie. Colour Woe, Redken and Davines. I think I could be saying that wrong, but it's fine. A wee bit of hair on that, but I use their hair oil as well as their shampoo and conditioner, and I love it so much. So I just like go through the curls and like brush through with my fingers at the end, and that's the finished look. So I'm gonna go downstairs because I actually just heard the door go and I've been waiting on a Free People parcel to arrive, which I'm so excited about because I mean, if you follow me, you will probably have caught on to the fact that Free People is literally my favourite brand ever. I love every piece of clothing on that site, or like that's to do with them. Super mega exciting news. They have actually sent me a parcel, which is crazy because like I said, they're literally like my favourite brand ever and I wear them all the time. So I think it's arrived. So I'm gonna go down and give you guys a wee haul. Also, this jumper is super cute. I love the sleeves and everything on it. It's like a lemony yellow and it's got these wee flowers on it, and it is from Nobody's Child in a collaboration they did with Tartan Blanket Company. And I don't know about Nobody's Child, but Tartan Blanket Company are a Scottish brand, so, and I love them. Okay, so as you can see, they're all winter orientated because they're actually for the Iceland trip. Well, obviously for more than just one trip, but bought with that in mind. This is so cute. So I got this thermal top as well as another thermal, which I'll show you. This is super out of my comfort zone. I just really wanted a big fur jacket for like winter and the snow and stuff. I'm so cozy. I am so cozy. I need to see what this looks like myself. I really want to go out in it today, but it's just too rainy. Oh wow. Wow, oh wow. And then, oh my goodness. Are we appreciating the top and the hat together? Love it. Okay, now that that is done, I'm gonna sit and read a little bit more of my book because I'm actually feeling super tired. I think it's that way when you've been go, go, go and you slow down. And I just feel so cozy in here right now. Like the noise of the rain, I really hope you can hear it, but my wee DJI camera is very good at blocking out background noise. So I don't think you'll be able to, but the noise is so nice and it's just really cozy in front of the fire. I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to set a timer though for like 20 minutes, not because I am trying to rush today, because that's not what we're trying to do today, but actually because I am struggling. I'm struggling to like calm down and not do much. I was gonna try and make up an excuse, but like I do not have one. I am feeling a little bit like anxious at the fact that I'm not working, which is so bad because I genuinely don't remember the last time I had a day to myself to just do something like this. But I'm going to set a timer so that I can actually just relax and not feel as guilty about it, and I feel like that might be a nice way to ease into the process of taking the time to read again if I just say it's going to be for like 20 minutes, which is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. And again, I would easily spend 20 minutes doom scrolling. So we're going to do that and literally just going to sit perched there. Also very aware that my house is kind of messy, but it is a lived-in family home. Kind of bursting at the seams. There's like jackets and shoes everywhere, but you know, I just keeping it real here. So book is just so good. Like, I really, 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 really recommend reading it. The Kite Runner. I'm sure you'll have all heard of it because it's a very well known book. Anyways, I skipped past my timer, which is really good news because I didn't put the timer on to like actually make myself get up, but more make myself feel less guilty about just sitting. I don't know, it's just helped my brain. It might help one of you guys, so I thought I would share it with you, even though it sounds a bit ridiculous. And anyways, I had really gotten into the like groove by then and like relaxed into it. That sounds so silly, but do you know what I mean? I had switched off the outside world, so I just turned off my alarm, continued reading for a bit, didn't keep track of the time, and it's been 45 minutes ish, almost 50 minutes. So I got through a huge chunk of my book, which is so good, and I just have not been in a like reading flow like that in so long that it's just so fun. I just, unless like, do you know that feeling where you, when you get into a book and you just can't put it down, like, oh, it's the best feeling ever, especially on a rainy day, and it's just made me feel super, super calm. I've also been wanting to try more crafty bits, like silly little things like paint by numbers. I think that's what I'm going to choose to do now. It's sounds like something kids would do, but I think it will bring me a lot of joy and peace. I've not painted in years, literally years. That was a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm going to start rating all the cozy hobbies that I do and how they make me feel. That one was an absolute 10 out of 10. I felt so unbelievably calm. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this, but I've got one of those crackle wick candles on, so you can hear the like burning and then the noise of the fire. With when it's windy, the fire makes an amazing noise, like you can hear the flame, and then the rain, of course. And I didn't even put on music. I was thinking Bon Iver, Bon Iver, whatever, but I didn't put on any music, and I was just, oh, it was so calming. I am actually going to go out on a little walk with some fresh air now with my friend Ella, because I do find when I get cooped up in the house by myself for too long, I don't feel amazing by the end of the night. So I'm gonna go and do that. We're just gonna go to the village. I'm trying to debate honestly what to wear because it's pouring and I want to so badly put on a cute outfit, but it's just not gonna happen. Okay. Good evening. It's a few hours, it's quite a few hours since I last picked up the camera at 8 p.m. Honestly, just got caught up in the real world to forget to vlog. Vlogging is so much easier when I'm just spending a day totally by myself, which I kind of intended to do today because it was supposed to be all about cozy hobbies. A cozy hobby of mine, however, does include a coffee date with a friend. It does. Is that allowed? I actually got a hot matcha with coconut milk and vanilla. It is the drink of choice for me at the moment. It's just so good. And I always get it when I'm out because I can make coffee at home, but I am so bad at making hot matcha. I can make an iced matcha, but haven't really perfected a hot one yet. Anyways, after that I picked my mum up from work and then we came back here and had dinner, and I've actually kind of failed the mission because I did do some work. So I did cave to the productivity. But it was a deadline that I had to meet, and it had to be done and dealt with very quickly. So that's just the way it is. So yeah, it's now 8 p.m, but we can have a cozy evening. This is what I was saying. Well, did I actually say it or did I just think it in my head? Like, obviously what I am trying to get at is less screen time, you know, in winter especially. I think with the dark nights and a lot more hours spent in the house, it's so easy to spend that time on screens. But actually there's so many cozy hobbies and crafts and things like that that you can get up to in the house, rather than doom scrolling. So even if that is just in the evening rather than like a whole day dedicated to cozy hobbies, because ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I would have liked to do that today, but I also want to be able to see my friends in my free time. So you gotta have your priorities, and I really do value sociability, especially in winter, especially when I work by myself. So that's the way it's gone. It's 8 p.m, but I'm going to sit in the fire. I'm going to sit in front of the fire and do some knitting. I was kind of thinking about going to the co-op and getting some bits to make cookies, but it's so wet and wild outside. I don't know if I can be bothered. I might be able to make cookies with what's in. I just don't think we've got enough quantity wise. Yeah, I'm gonna sit in front of the fire and knit. I think that's more the vibe. And maybe watch a program with my mum at the same time, which is a bit ironic, seeing as I said less screen time, but yeah, I've got nothing on that. Am I failing this mission? No, not really. Honestly, all morning, actually all day, I haven't really been on my screen, to be fair, apart from when I had to do that little work task, but I was literally in my element reading and then painting and then out with a friend, so, and then making dinner with my mum and stuff. So yeah, okay, yeah, gold star for me. I don't know what I was trying to prove there. I'm not actually knitting anything specifically at the moment. I think I'm just trying to get back into the flow of it because I've not picked up my knitting needles in probably since last winter. Like, genuinely don't think I've touched them all year, like since February maybe. So just want to do a literal square to get back into the rhythm of it before actually trying to make something. As I get ready for bed, I thought we could discuss my efforts to take a day completely off being productive and just doing things for the enjoyment, and how that went for me, and also a wee rundown on my favourite hobbies, cozy hobbies that I tried today. I'm gonna rate them all. I thought that would be quite fun. To be honest, I rate all the ones I did pretty highly, and I've got some other things in mind that I also want to try that I just didn't get around to. Starting with reading, because that's the first hobby I did. I feel like this is probably the most like common one that I did, and at least to me it's the thing that I do the most, so it's no surprise that that's going to be rated very highly. On painting with numbers, I cannot recommend this one enough for just switching off. So therapeutic, so easy, like you literally can't go wrong, which is why I loved it. So what if you paint outside the lines, like it's just for you? So that was so enjoying and just like total relaxation, literally therapy. I will be doing that again. Obviously you've got the faff of having paint and you kind of need to sit at the table, so it's a little bit more restrictive in that sense, but apart from that, I would honestly, yeah, because of that, I think I'll do like an 8 out of 10, but so good. Next one was knitting. Knitting is so good, but it's frustrating at the same time because like you do need to concentrate more. I would say it's not, I I don't know, once you get into the rhythm of it you can switch off and kind of just get used to it, but when you're getting back into the flow of it again like I was, it's kind of frustrating because I was just seeing myself drop stitches and stuff and I was just getting annoyed. But that's because I'm a perfectionist. However, as you would have seen by what I did, I quickly just let go of that and was like, do you know what, it's gonna be messy, it's my first time knitting in a while. I was doing brioche stitches, which I've not done before, so they weren't particularly hard, but I've just not done it before, so I'm not really used to it. So I was having to like think about what I was doing more. But if you're like me, which a lot of people are in the sense of, not saying a lot of people are like me, but if you have a short attention span like me, which a lot of people do have, it was so good to be able to just sit and watch a film with my mum there and not go on my phone and like zone out of the situation, because yes, I was concentrating on knitting, but I was still way more present than I would be if I was sitting on my phone doing something completely different, which I'm so bad at doing because I don't have the attention span usually. So we sat through a whole film, we watched Priscilla. I honestly don't know if I would recommend the film. I like enjoyed watching it with my mum tonight because it's one that I have wanted to watch for quite a long time, but yeah, it was just really sad and like a bit depressing. I don't know, I mean, Jacob Elordi is really hot, but not in this film. I did not like his character, which is annoying because I love Elvis music, but yeah. Apart from that, meeting up with friends was also a 10 out of 10 activity, to be honest. Just feels really good to recharge those extrovert batteries. But yeah, I'm gonna head to bed now. I'm actually gonna read a little bit more, and also an activity I didn't include was journaling, but I've been trying to journal every morning and night like I used to do all the time, and I love it so much, so I'm gonna go do that. If you made it to the end of this video, comment your favorite cozy hobby or just hobby in general, or something that you want to get into. I love ideas, so let me hear them. I really want to start a musical instrument, aka the guitar. Like, I've been saying it for so long and I keep picking it up and then just not picking it up again for so long. I'm kind of starting back at square one, so that's another goal of mine. I've got a few more, so I might share more of them later on. Apart from that, all I have to ask is if you could like, comment, subscribe. That would mean a lot, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Okay, bye.